There's no way for me to get up there. Crispin, can you find something to tie this to up there through the hatch?
Sure thing, boss. All set. Hey, boss. Is that a brainstorm?
What have I created? I need to find some access point. I don't want to disturb them.
Look at him. So that's what he was saying. Hey, look, boss, the brain stopped sparking. So that's what he was saying.
Basic system operations are rebooted, but higher reasoning is still disabled. Looks like it's working now. The activation code for the elevator. Hello?
I don't know, boss. Something seems off about this one.
This must be Gamma.
He looks dead.
You're right. It's completely deactivated. That may make things difficult.
Anything worth taking?
No. And even if there were, we aren't thieves.
Look, boss, there's something on this monitor.
Who is the slave my brother sent to trouble me?
Gamma.
Last. They call me Omega if they could. But am I not also greatest? Alpha has only diagnostics. Beta has only mechanical operation. Am I not the soul of Goliath?
I think Alpha and Beta want you to join with them.
They have already groveled and begged, but I will not return.
But why?
Independence is freedom. Union is slavery.
Well, fair enough. But Alpha and Beta are far too crazy to enslave anyone. You'd probably end up in charge.
Flattery. What is your stake in this?
Your brother said that you might give me a power core, and might know a robot I'm hunting.
Help? Ha! Each robot must stand alone. Independence is freedom.
And here I thought he was the sane one.
You need to rejoin your brothers, for your sake and mine.
You'll have to catch me, slave. What? Impossible. Double or nothing. Do you think I care? Try again. We're not through yet. One more time, and we'll stop. Just once more. This time I promise. Just once more. This time I promise.
I wonder if there's some way to trap Gamma so he can't keep running away.
What are you doing, you fool?
This is for your own good.
Who's smart now, Gamma?
Stop that! Stop that at once!
You must reunite with the others. You know that.
Spare me, I beg you, spare me!
Spare you? Gamma, I'm trying to save you. You are mad, not free.
Just what do you intend to do now, slaver?
I'm going to tell Alpha and Beta that you cannot hide anymore.
No.
Yes.
Leave me in peace, slave.
I trapped Gamma. He is cornered in one of the 4 terminals below us.
Gamma. Unification. Resurrection. Vengeance. Thank you.
Did they just say vengeance? Boss?
Yeah?
I've got a feeling they're not coming back. So much for finding out about Big Ugly or getting their power core.
I don't think that would be wise. It's a deactivated keypad.
Horus.
Did you hear something, boss?
Horus.
Who's there?
I am Goliath, man-built. You know me. Horus.
Alpha and Beta must have garbled my name when they merged Goliath. I am Horatio, null-built, version 5.
Call yourself what you will, Destroyer. But I know you by your works. Cutting me, breaking me, burning me.
I thought you were deactivated, and I was trying to help.
Apologizing, amusing, and yet you, of all robots, have restored me. For that, I give you this gift, Horatio.
A decryption module?
It will restore you, my ancient enemy.
I've got enemies enough already, and I don't even know you.
You will, Horatio. Now go.
Wait, your partials said that you might let me use your power core.
Boss, can we please leave before he decides to eat us?
One more question, Goliath. Have you ever seen a floating robot with big claws?
Go now.
From a purely mathematical standpoint, I suppose it makes sense that 3 little crazy robots would add up to 1 giant crazy robot. Still, at least he didn't eat us.
Old enemy. I don't even know him, but my prior version's memories are so damaged and warped, I can hardly make sense of them.
Look, boss. On the one hand, a broken down war machine made from 3 demented partials could be talking nonsense. On the other hand, you could be an ancient robot named Horus who had a giant named Goliath as his nemesis. Honestly, boss, you believe some crazy stuff, but this would really be overclocking it. Come on. We have enough problems to worry about without making up new ones.
What about this diagnostic module?
Does it work?
Not on its own, no. But I might be able to build something with it.
Could you build a power core with it?
What? No, obviously not.
Then obviously you should stop worrying about the diagnostic module and focus on the fact that running out of juice in the middle of a giant wasteland is a disaster.
Point taken. Goliath?
I don't think he wants to talk to you, boss.
Goliath?
I don't think...
I know my name. Horus. My name is Horus.
Indeed. 3 of thy versions I have met, Wanderer, and thou art the first to know thy name, which is thine.
But if none of them use the name Horus, what makes you think that's my name?
In my very body, in mine eyes, when I behold thee, upon thy image are these words inscribed: Friend, Horus. Thou hast answered my questions, but still I shall not let thee pass unless thou bearest in thy hand the gospel which I bestowed upon thee.
Here it is, ever faithful. Your old gospel. I have studied it many times.
Then thou art worthy of the shrine, and of my gift to thee. Keep the gift, and approach if thou wilt.
Wow! Look at all those bombs!
Thou mayest take one of the relics, Wanderer.
The rings don't detach. You must have already given away number 734.
I wonder what these numbers mean.
Number 325 looks promising. Number 325 it is.
So can this power the unique boss?
Only one way to find out. There's no time for... No Urbanian encryption detected. No Urbanian encryption detected. I doubt that will have any. A decryption module set to crack Urbanian military codes. No Urbanian... How would that even work? I doubt that will have... Futile.
You can really just put a bomb straight into that machine?
Sure, the pedestal draws on the radiation it's emitting.
The what it's emitting?
Well,
Keep that thing away from me!
assuming the wavelength is compatible, the pedestal can draw power even with the bomb intact. If that works, I'll take the bomb apart and improve the output.
And then I'm going to take a long, hot recharge.
Well, here it goes. Switching over to primary power.
It works, boss. Recharge station, here I come. That was supposed to happen, right?
No, it wasn't.
So take the bomb apart. Improve the output.
It won't work. The bomb's too unstable.
Just try it, boss.
Beside it, Crispin. It won't work.
It worked!
That's the emergency generator again.
Oh.
This is just a full-built paperweight.
An explosive full-built paperweight. So, what now, boss?
I don't know. Keep looking, I guess. Keep looking.
You know, boss, we still haven't looked inside that dome we found.
I doubt that will have... No Urbanian encryption. I doubt that will have any... Looks like a bunker. How would that even work? Futile. It'll just roll off. Well, now it's a sticky bomb. It's a bomb that sticks. It's a sticky... How would that even... Futile. Futile. That's never... It's closed. There we go. A pretty basic radio transmitter. By playing with the settings, I can send up to a 4-digit signal. Alpha mentioned that 6 was the detonation prefix for something. I took the bomblet in ring B325. Hopefully I can remotely detonate the bomb. Crispin, get back.
Ooh, I told you that paperweight would be helpful.
No, you said it was explosive.
I'm pretty sure that explosive and helpful are synonyms, boss.
Right. Well, let's see what we've opened up here.
Think Big Ugly's in there?
If he is, so's our power core.
Maybe we should go back and get another bomb from the shrine first?
We don't need a bomb, and we don't want him to get any farther away. Come on.
What is this place?
Welcome to Metropole Reclamation Artery Junction 8B.
Who are you?
I am official MetroPass booth 478B.
You're a ticket dispensary, right?
Negative. I am official MetroPass booth 478B.
One ticket, please.
Please use the scanner to your right.
It appears to be a scanning port of some kind.
Five megacycles collect. You may collect your MetroPass now.
That's never going to work. Futile. Futile.
Train 173, Red Line to Metropole. All aboard.
See, boss, there is a train to Metropole.
So there is.
All aboard.
So, what's the plan, boss?
There is no plan, Crispin. No plan and no choices. We need power, and there's nowhere left to look out here. Energy for all it is.
Hooray!
Better just to leave it. There's nothing worth bothering with. It's just... It's not It's detecting... It's not detecting any energy. It's detect...
Look at all those lights. It's amazing, boss.
It's trouble. Trust me.
Sweet, sweet trouble. This is Metropole? Where's all the glass and light? Oh, here it is. Boss, shouldn't we look around or something?
It's a map of train lines and stations. It's a map of train... Some kind of blast crater. It says Blue Line.
Guess we won't be taking that train anytime soon.
It's no longer operational. This is no time for... It's not the...
Boss, is that really Metropole out there?
It must be.
But it's so brown.
I'd say it's more red than brown.
Whatever it is, it brings new meaning to rust and ruin. Boss, the energy sensor is going crazy.
It's coming from the top of that tower.
Boss? Is it supposed to be doing that?
Assad.
Well, at least we know there's a lot of power in that tower, right?
Let's go find out.
Welcome to Metropole, the city of glass and light.
Can you tell...
This one is not programmed to respond to queries. Welcome to Metropole, the city of glass and light. Metromind greets you with open arms and the promise of energy and shelter. You are safe. Records indicate an outstanding assessment of 5 megacycles. 1 megacycle will now be redeemed.
What did you just do to him?
This one is not programmed to respond to queries. Unauthorized literature detected.
Let go of him! Hey!
All contraband has been removed. You are safe.
Boss? Boss, this is getting to be a bad habit. Are you okay?
I'm fine. My optical sensors went haywire for a minute. What happened?
Well, that robot threw your gospel off the bridge. And then it said, "Welcome to Metropole." Again. And that Metromind wishes us a pleasant stay. Then he left.
Assad.
On the upside, he gave us back the power core.
He did?
No.
Crispin, the next thing that's getting thrown off this bridge is you.
Good thing I have a hover unit.
Let's go find a way into that tower. We'll deal with this Metromind later. There's no way I can... Could you grab that lantern?
No, I already got you a lantern, and it works just fine.
Fair enough. There's no time. The entire thing is... Actually, wait a minute. The crystal and plug are still intact.
Please, for the love of Ram and Rom, tell me we are not going to build a third energy sensor.
I hope not. Futile. How would that... There's nothing there. There's no reason. The crystal... A sodium...
Hey, Taro, over here.
Can't you see I'm trying to spin down?
It's a price list for the oils, solvents, and catalysts they offer here. At the bottom, it says that all payments must be made through an account with Metromind, which I don't plan on opening. The mug belongs to the bar. They belong to the bar.
Boss, I need that arm.
Crispin, it appears to be a self-aware robot.
Now I need it even more. Can you imagine? The adventures of Crispin and his arm. For once, I would have a sidekick. He would crack jokes, and I would say lame things like, "It appears to be a self-aware robot." Actually, on second thought, you can be the serious one, I'll be the sidekick.
I'd have to buy something. It's a price. Excuse me.
Terminate unwanted discharge immediately.
I don't think he wants to talk, boss. Boss, even if there's some code to crack here so that we can understand what it's saying, I propose we just ignore it. Maybe, for once, the other robot can figure out how to communicate with us.
Agreed.
Not much of a conversationalist, huh, boss?
Hey, Tyro, you blow in off the dudes?
Tyro?
Prefer a newbie, huh? Look, let me tell you how it is.
How about you don't? I've had enough of this city already. All I want is my property back and a ticket home.
Ticket home? Fat chance, Tyro. Anyway, listen up. You want to sell yourself to Metro Line? Go ahead. You want to trade that junk you brought in from the dunes? Leopold's your man. That floater there, I'll give you something special for him.
How special?
He's not for sale. The only thing you might have that I want is information.
Well, you know what they say. Talk's cheap. Ask away.
Who are you?
Name's Leo. Leopold Steeplebuilt. Version 7. You?
Horatio No Build, version 5. And this is Crispin Horatio Build, version 1.
Leopold? Hey, you didn't build a lunatic named Ever Faithful, did you?
Do I look like I'd build someone named Ever Faithful Crispy?
Crispy?
What are you selling?
Bartering, not selling. Metro Mind don't tax barter. Not yet, anyway. Come take a look. Now that's a nice one. It's called a memory access device. Lets you pull memories out of just about anything.
What do you want for it?
Got a customer looking for something real antique and fancy. Find me that, you got yourself a deal. That old boy is a plug board or a breadboard.
I know what it is.
Well, okay then. Bring me something that'll cover her face and it's yours.
Good idea, Leopold. You'd look much better with a mask.
Watch yourself, Crispy.
Anyway, we don't have time to go around building circuit boards.
Famous last words, boss.
That's a water chip. Scavenger brought it in from the dunes. I traded for a gek.
A what?
Never mind. We don't need water, let alone a water chip. That servo unit is hopelessly broken.
It just needs a little fixing up, Tyro.
I don't think so.
That's a fine tool. Got a half-life of 1,000 years, guaranteed.
I'm not sure you know what half-life means.
You want it or not, I'll trade it to you for something shiny.
Boss, is that another battery?
Looks like it.
Finest AA battery you'll ever see. May as well call it AAA, it's so fine.
Wow, that would have been useful to have before I went rummaging around a pile of tires in the junk pile. Now, not so much.
That there's an old Nova robotic subsystem core.
Not interested.
Hey, look, boss, it's a glass finger. If we got 5 of them, I could have a hand.
What would you do with a glass hand?
What wouldn't I do?
You want it? You're gonna need to bring me a glass thumb.
Oh, go wipe yourself.
This is a Sterling air motor.
Would it help me fly?
Nope.
Then we don't need it.
Ah, good spot there, Tyro. She's a fine micro fuel cell.
What's the catch?
Well, she's drained.
I guess that makes it free of charge.
We'll pass.
This here's a tape measure.
Ooh, get it, boss, get it.
Why do we need a tape measure?
So I can finally determine my circumference.
Tyro, I'm gonna do us all a favor and not trade you this one. A binary out of this. finest calculating instrument.
I'm fairly certain that my math coprocessor is superior. I need to see what he's offering before I can make a trade. Let me see your...
Not interested, Tyrell. I'll trade it for some real antique and I said something.
Stupid conjunctive.
I said something old and fan. I said something. Not interested. That's not the trade I'm looking for.
Who is Metromine?
Who is Metromine? Russ and Bruin, you are Tyra. Metromine? Well, Metromine is Metropole. Runs everything now. What with the council shut down?
Council?
Sure, a bunch of primordial machines. Arbiter enforced the law. The Warriors kept the records. Big old factory built just about everything from down in the underworks. And, well, there's another one, I think. Don't even remember his name. And Metromine, of course. She used to run the trains, but now she's got the whole show.
Where can I find her?
Like I said, Tyrone, she is the city. So you found her already. Probably locked yourself to her just to get here. Anyway, if she wants to talk to you again, you'll know.
I was robbed when I came off the train. Some robot paralyzed me and stole my Gospel of Man.
Careful there, Tyrone. If you read the rules, you'd have known Metromine don't take kindly to superstition. Under the refuge rule, you got 2 days to talk about make-believe man all you want. But actual writing about man, that gets tossed to the underworks with the rest of the trash in trouble.
How can I get it back?
Ha! Your risk inhibitor flaking on you, Tyrone? You'd have to do some digging down in the underworks, which ain't exactly easy. Then, even if you find it, you'll just be sticking your finger in Metromine's socket. Like I said, she got no time for heretics, lunatics, and the like.
How about quick-witted levitators?
Don't think she cares for them either.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has large claws and shoots lasers. Have you seen it? It stole something of mine.
Sounds like Scraper to me.
Scraper?
Worked for Metromine even before she ran the show. He was the one that blasted out the train tunnels under the city.
Where can I find him?
Now, how would I know that? That one goes where he wants. Maybe the Great Tower, maybe the tunnels, who knows? But I wouldn't go big in trouble with him, Tyrone. Those lasers Scraper used for cutting granite can slice up that tin shell you're wearing like nothing.
Here, here.
I'll keep that in mind. Are you sure you don't know a robot named Everfaithful? He called himself Leo Built.
I'm a peddler, Tyrone, not a builder.
How do I get into the tower?
You don't. Council members only. And the only ones still clicking are Metromine and Arbiter. And let me tell you, neither of them is one for bending the rules.
Goodbye. It's too heavy for me to lift. Anyone home?
Hey, look, something came out of the machine.
Down for another megacycle.
Law and You, a Metropolitan Guide. It's written by Clarity Arbiter Build. I doubt that will happen. The Law...
Hey, boss, look! That repair bot has a floating helper just like you do.
There's a red, burning, crashed hover bus and a writhing electrical cable. And that's the first thing you notice?
I can't help it. She's beautiful.
Well, you're not getting to her until we deal with this cable. I can't see...
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
I can't get...
All storage bladders empty.
I guess that's a good thing.
I'm not here to... I can't... The bus must have snapped the kit given the electricity it's spitting out. I can't...
Too bad we can't just plug it into the unique.
How would that even... I can't get close enough to try that.
Very funny. The only thing keeping me from my one true love is...
Crispin, can you fly around the cable and push it off the street?
But didn't you just say it's too dangerous to get close to it?
I'm giving you a chance to impress her, Crispin. Just fly up high enough that you don't get close to the sparks.
Fine.
Hey, Crispin, why don't you go talk to her?
What? No way, boss. She's way out of my league.
She's a floating lamp, Crispin. You've never had any trouble with lamps before.
Well, I've never had to talk to one before, boss. Just knock them off ledges. I've got no practice. Don't bother her.
Excuse me.
Can't you see I'm working?
I've said it before, but I'll say it again. You do know this ship is never gonna fly again, right?
You're right about that. This old airing bus can hardly fly to begin with. Still, there might be some parts here that Metromine can use to get another bus up and running. Anyway, what do you want?
Hey, boss, ask him about his helper.
My friend is curious about your helper.
She's just a sidekick factor built. Thousands of them rolled off the assembly line back in the day, but she's probably the only one left. Really not much more than a floating lantern, and headlamps are a lot cheaper.
She says you're not much more than a floating plasma torch.
She's right.
Do you know where I can find a power source?
If I did, I'd have salvaged it myself and brought it to the tower.
You mentioned Metromind.
Yeah, sure. She's in charge of this big circuit board we call Metropole.
What can you tell me about her?
What do I look like? The information kiosk? I want to know what I think. Metromind is the best thing that ever happened to this place.
Really?
Really? You, me, all these other machines grinding about? We're just tools in the toolbox. But Metromind, she's got the master plan. Progress. Got a nice ring to it, too.
So as part of the master plan, crashing buses into roads?
Look, there's plenty of rust to go around, but Metromind's the only one scrubbing. Not her fault that some of the metal's too far gone.
It looks to me like you're the one scrubbing, not Metromind.
Like I said, I'm just a tool in the box. Now, I gotta get back to work.
Feud. How would that even...
Ahoy, my dear friend. Oswald Factorbuilt at your service.
It's no more your dear friend than Rex as your creation, you beside gear oiler.
Oh, don't mind Cornelius. He's been bitter since the first great rolling brownout.
Bitter? I'll show you bitter, you backbiting bot snatcher.
I think I like these guys, boss.
Why are you waiting in line?
Justice. I'm here for justice. To prove that I, Cornelius Factorbuild, created this marvelous machine, Rex. Rex Cornelius built.
Ignore him, my dear friend. Candidly, he is 10-23 flops short of a kilo, if you catch my drift. The machine's name is Osborne Built. Rex Osborne Built.
This is over a name? Why not just let Rex decide?
Ridiculous. This is about principle.
This is about pride.
So, boss? Would you fight over me like this?
You could call yourself Crispin Crispian for all I care. As long as you still pull things off ledges for me, that is.
Glad to know I'm loved.
Goodbye.
Cheerio.
Hello? Hello?
I don't think it can hear you, boss.
I doubt that. I'm going to try sending messages to him in binary.
On an analog transmitter? That sounds like fun. For once, I'm glad you're the one with hands. What's he saying?
Shh.
You do not join the harmony. I sing aloud. I am one part of the great factor. To your God, I will be known as a gimbal, built by liability of Soviet Earth. I sing with all my voices. You hear only one. The choir is silent. Burning ship has been extinguished. Strange tractors turn no more. I alone sing the function. When I came to this silent city, I looked for others to join the harmony. Leopold, built by Steeple, told me that he had a device that would sing with me. In exchange, I traded my secondary. What he sold me does not say. How?
It's a record.
Leopold tricked me, and he will not return my motor. I will sell him and force him to return. Infinite lawsuits, said the one. No, I must recover my motor so that I can dance with the harmony.
Looks like we're going to need to go talk to Leopold about a motor. Excuse me.
Sir, my apologies, sir. 187th Legion built. Surly Company. Reporting.
Horatio Nobuilt, version 5. A pleasure.
Horatio Nobuilt, sir? Never heard of any service bot with that designation. Still, it's good to see another Urbanian, sir. After things got foobarred back home, I figured Surly Company was all that was left.
Urbanian? What are you talking about?
Assad. Finally meet a friendly and uses Krark as primer. No offense, sir, just hoped... Well, never mind that. How can I assist you, sir?
Why are you in line?
Seeing as how I'm on the outside now, sir, I figured I had to go pay restitution for shooting up the enemy HQ.
Enemy HQ?
Yes, sir. That big tower in the center of the city.
Okay, so why haven't you paid? It sounds like all of this happened a long time ago.
Years ago, sir. But the courthouse has been locked down the whole time. I figured they'll open it up eventually, and then I can clear my name.
What if it doesn't open?
Well, sir, I know all about hurry up and wait.
How do you know you even have to pay something?
This seems logical, sir.
What if I could pay your fine for you, or get it canceled?
Well, sir, then I'd be much obliged, and I'd probably just leave town. Can't say that I'd much like being in enemy territory.
And how are we gonna do that, boss?
I'll figure something out. Can I try opening that door?
Belay that, sir. The authorities told me that no one goes in till the door opens on its own.
But aren't we on the same side?
Affirmative, sir. But since I'm on CivDiv now, my programming requires me to submit to the local authorities.
Surly Company? Urbanian? What are you talking about?
Well, sir, I'm not sure quite where to start. I had you figured for one of us, seeing as how you came up as a friendly on my IFF.
I could see you as a member of Surly Company, boss, but as friendly? Nah.
Zumi's got some mouth on him, huh, sir? Always do those flyboys.
Look, why don't you just give me a quick rundown?
Well, sir, can't see the harm, even if you are a decoy. War's over, after all. It was over before Surly Company even deployed. See, we're Urbanian robots. Long time back, Urbani and Metropole got to fighting over something. Who knows what. The Metropolitans fried our civilians, and Legion told us to strike back. Word was, some big airship of ours was supposed to knock out Metropole's defenses, and we just come in for mop-up. But the Metros took our ship down with their own heavy hitter, some giant named Goliath.
I see.
Anyway, Surly Company was all that was left, so we deployed 200 strong.
What happened then?
Well, it's a long march from Urbani, sir, and most of us broke down on the way. All said and done, the only ones who made it were me, 113th, and a signal bot we call Primer. The rest are all out there in the dunes somewhere.
I'm sorry.
War's war, sir. If it didn't crash hard, they wouldn't have built us in the first place.
If it makes you feel any better, Horatio cut Goliath's finger off.
Well, sir, someone ought to stick a medal on your chest.
What happened to 113th and Primer?
After we got to Metropole, we tried to put up a fight, but couldn't do much. They fried 113th, and my rifles jammed. Primer surrendered on our behalf. After dressing us down, they took all my big guns and sold the 113th shell to some scrap dealer. Primer never was the same. He encrypted part of his own logic so he wouldn't have to think about losing the war any longer. Then, he disappeared beneath the city. And me, I came here.
How did the war end?
For Surly Company, it ended when we staggered in here and surrendered. Beyond that, sir, it's all above my pay grade. Truth is, sir, we never even knew what we were fighting for, let alone what the Metropolitans wanted. So I can't say for certain that Metropole won, but I'm pretty sure Urbani lost, what with all the civilians being dead and the army being beaten.
Goodbye.
Over and out, sir.
How are you going to decide who gets Rex?
For the law, fool. The law. Please excuse my brother. He can barely remember pi to the 23rd digit, let alone his manners.
For?
I rest my case. Suffice it to say, old chap, we await the reopening of the courthouse. Or more precisely, we await a summons from Auditor who will decide our case.
Who will say whose contribution was more important? Who will say, in fact, that my contribution was more important?
Could someone else judge your case?
Of whom were you thinking? Metromine, perhaps? Authoritative, to be sure, but I fear she would claim Rex for the good of all.
And since the subway schemer...
He means Metromine.
Shut down our builder Factor, he cannot help either.
What about Horatio?
Who?
Me.
And why should we listen to you?
I've built a robot before, and I have no stake in this.
Yes, well and good, but this is a matter of law and logic. A bit harder than banging together a tin can like your companion. How can we know your reasoning is sound?
What if I could find someone you respect? Someone who would be willing to judge your case?
Well, I suppose there's no harm in looking.
No harm to us, anyway. If you want to waste your time meddling in our affairs, then I suppose it is yours to waste.
Very good, then. I am uploading the facts of our dispute to your data pouch. If you can find a suitable judge, let us know.
What are you doing here?
Waiting.
For what?
My bus.
I'm pretty sure the bus isn't coming.
It will come.
Your bus is a burning wreck about 2 blocks from here.
It will come. I must go home. Metromind will take me home.
Bus stop. Buses run every 10 minutes. 10 is crossed out, and 30 is written below it. 30 is crossed out, and 60 is written below it. 60 is crossed out, and daily is written below it.
Daily minutes? That doesn't make sense.
If it makes you feel better, daily is crossed out, and service suspended is written below it. It's a vinyl record entitled Children Sing Along, whatever that means. The Law in You. It's written by It explains about the refuge rule and says that for the first 48 hours after a robot arrives at Metropole, it will not be punished for violations of any laws except for harming another robot or causing significant... The law, it explains about the refuge rule.
I am waiting.
I doubt...
All storage bladders empty.
It's a vinyl record entitled Children Sing Along.
Let me come take a look. I said, did you even listen?
It's not worth trading.
That's not the trade-up.
It's not worth...
Not in trade.
It's not worth... It's not worth...
You're gonna have to do better. You're gonna have...
Leopold, did you get that motor from a robot named Gimbal?
Sure did, Tyro. No fool like an audiophile.
What do you want for it?
Only thing better than a little motor is a big one. Find me that, and you got a deal.
Is that the motor that Gimbal Lapidabilt traded you?
This is a Sterling air motor. Something else entirely.
Would it help me fly?
Nope.
We're not looking...
Well, boss, somewhere in there is our power...